Whenever I think about the people that lost their lives, the people that have lifelong injuries, they'll never heal, I'm very low. I mean, very low. I thought it will take 1 week and I will heal, or 2 weeks, or 1 month and I will forget. But it's a new wound every day. And when I think about the number of people that were injured and died, and still we didn't achieve anything. Yani hakuna kitu hata moja tulikuwa tunapigania that succeeded. Hata moja tu. Because invading parliament is not a success. It's a symbol. A symbol that should make something change. After that, MPs didn't fear anything. They are still opulent. They are still lining up people in the village to give them money. Corruption has not changed. There is no better public service. If it is wastage of public funds that we are complaining in the finance bill, it's still there. Kama ni kukopa madeni, bado inakopwa tu. It's just that now they are hiding the debt from the debt book, so that if you go to the debt register in the treasury, you don't find it. Yani hakuna kitu tulikuwa tunapigania hata moja, even just one, yenye tunaweza point tuambie wazazi wa wale watoto wenye walikufa, so and so died. But what we were fighting for, we achieved A or B or C. We can't bring him back, but he or she has died a hero and will be remembered for fighting for this. What's the justification? How do we justify why these people die? What did they die for? That thing has, yani ukitu unisumbua. That thing, it makes me very low. Hata nikiwa tu na furaha, I'm just having fun, na nifikirie hiyo kitu, I just suddenly inakuwa ni kama roho yangu imemwagiliwa tu maji baridi. Because I can't imagine that people made all these sacrifices. Parents picking their kids from mortuaries, overcrowded mortuaries, smelling overcrowded mortuaries, people needing even blood at Kenyatta National Hospital, some people on wheelchair, they can never walk, people lost their limbs, somebody has lost a leg, somebody has lost a hand, somebody has a broken spinal cord, somebody will never see again. And it was called the Gen Z revolution. Revolution, what did it achieve? Nini tuweza point to say, there was a Gen Z revolution in Kenya in 2024, spilling over to 2025. And this was the achievement. What changed? Our politics is still being driven by tribe. In fact, some of the Gen Zs who are fighting for change, they are now the campaigners and bloggers for tribal kingpins. Hey, sisi kabila fulani, lazima raundi. Yet we were trying to bring merit to leadership. So squeezing me, you look at television, the rallies that are full, yani zile zimejaa watu kutoka papaka huko, ni za corrupt individuals, government and opposition alike. Yani watu hata wakipewa Kenya, they won't do anything different from Ruto, because their style is the same. Form a tribal political party that is based on a particular tribe. Use the numbers of your tribe to build up influence. Once you build up the influence, negotiate with the sitting government or win government. Make tenders and make yourself rich and your friends rich. Pretend to work for the people. Simple. Kopa madeni, fanya vitu mbili, jenga kabarabara moja, kadamka moja, so that ionekane kama kuna kazi inafanyika. But the truth of the matter is that you are stealing much more. Out of every 10 billion, you are stealing 9 billion. Hao ndio watu naona rally zao zimejaa, wao ndio political parties zao ziko popular. They are the ones getting the first 5 minutes in the television. They are the ones getting the exclusive interviews. The candidates who I even, think can change something, yani yenyewe huyu Kenya akipewa, anaweza fanya something, They can't even, always just a rally hata ya watu 100. They can't even fill a rally of 100 people. They don't even have the money to campaign. Mkenya wa kawaida pale chini, he is suffering. Bei ya chakula iko juu, bei ya healthcare iko juu, kazi mshahara ni ile ile, mwenye ana kazi kama ni agriculture imekufa. It's not as profitable as used to be. School fees bado analipa. Watoto wanachangiwa ndio waende university. Lakini bado huyo mtu amepanga line apokee unga kwa mheshimiwa. Yanasema kabila yetu. And we had something that we were fighting for as young people. We had something we were fighting for. To those who think it's just Morara who failed, manze, a whole generation failed. Millions and millions of people failed. We failed. And why did we fail? We didn't fail because the government was so powerful, or because the guns were so loud, or because of the people who died. Yes, the government was definitely going to use those intimidation tactics. It was definitely going to use bullets. That was inevitable. When we decided to challenge a system, it was inevitable. That's not why we failed. We failed because we were fighting each other. We failed because we were fighting each other. We failed because we were jealous. We didn't want anybody to lead. Even those of us who are willing to be led, who even stepped back and said, okay, mimi nimewacha, ongozeni. The people who were making the loudest noise didn't even have an idea of what they want. Yani, nowadays they are just bloggers of kingpins. Just writing rubbish all over social media, total bullshit. They are saying nothing important that can change this country. And we have to suffer for their mediocrity. Ukiona ile nduru na makofi wa Kenya, I've even been watching this send-off of Baba Raila Amolo Odinga. Ukiona ile makofi na nduru wa Kenya wanapigia leaders who've stolen more than 6 trillion of our money. 6 goddamn trillion. That can uplift the life of almost every single Kenyan, including the laziest one. Yani anapigiwa nduru na makofi paka unashindwa. Yani, how stupid are those people? So what did we achieve? Is it the cancel culture? Okay, mume cancel so and so. Mume cancel, tumem deplatform. Then what? Tumem cancel alafu. Then what? Huyu akikuja kwa Twitter space, msimakubalia asionge. Akikuja kwa live, then what? What did we achieve? Canceling each other and trolling each other and pulling each other down. Is that an achievement? How is it an achievement? You know, whenever I think about this thing, and my heart sinks. Inakuwa ni kama moyo yangu imemwagiliwa maji. Because I can't imagine that mulikule yote ya gas yote mukapigwa, watu wamevunjwa miguu. Parents, right now Ruto wants to pay those parents with their money. Yani hao wazazi wamekuwa kilipa taxes. Zile taxes wangekuwa wamekilipa and collect through KRA is what is going to use to compensate them. Compensation of victims of police brutality. What amount of money is enough to pay for a dead child? How much does a dead child cost? Hey, inject party, niyo ni project ya Kasongo. Oh, nikasema, oh, it's okay. Justaki kulazimisha watu kwa project ya Ruto. It's okay. There's no need to register inject party for the youth. Wacha tuachane nayo. Please, if you have a better idea, bring it. None of them has had any better idea. Hakuna hata mmoja ameregister chama ya youth. It's now that they are realizing that it costs over 10 million to register a political party, and they were making fun and ridiculing the steps we were taking. Now they don't have a party. Now they have to go to DCP, ulipe 10 million kupewa ticket ya MP. They don't have a party. They are hopeless, directionless. And they're the ones who are saying, hiyo ni project ya Kasongo, hii hatutaki. Now it's not there. Mimi niliwachana nayo. Sema it's okay, wache ikae. We traveled 29,000 kilometers across the country, going to different projects, you know. Sagana River Restoration Project, Marua, Sagana Road. We go all the way to Kisumu, Kabonyo Kanyagwal Fisheries Project. We go all the way to Mululu Road huko karibu na kwa Mudavadi. We go all the way to Eldoret Kipkaren Water Treatment Plant. We go all the way to Ilasi Trombo Road. We go all the way to Taita Taveta. We go all the way to Diani Nkwale. We go all the way to Kajiado Ildoli Show College, Kenya Utalii College. All these kilometers traveled, and I told these people, look, I'm running out of gas. I'm running out of fuel. I can't sustain this. Remember, I'm doing this every day. I'm not at my business. I'm not generating income. Support me with fuel. You want to make yourself rich with our money. You want to make yourself rich with our money. Yet wakinijua, I was on a Prado. The first video they ever liked yangu, I was speaking like Ruto on top of a Prado. So nilitoa wapi kama pesa yako ndio imenunua hiyo. Na hiyo ndo video yangu ya kwanza uliona. I bought this car when I'm 22 years old. I bought a V8 when I'm 24. I don't know, you want to make yourself rich with our money. Oh, nikasema okay. Msinichangie. Mimi nimewachana na it's okay. Since that day to this day, hakuna hata mtu moja ametoka kwake ndani ya blanketi akatembea hata project moja hivi. It's now that they've realized it's expensive. Wezi panda matatu hiyo Kenya mzima. You need a car. And if you have a car, you need fuel and maintenance. And as you are going provoking all those governors revealing project mahali wameiba pesa, you are making enemies, you need security. It's now that they are realizing not even one of them has dared to step into my shoes and say, okay, Morara ameondoka, mimi nitafanya na pesa yangu bila mchango, mimi msinichangie kitu, I have the money to do it. Who has that kind of money? Except corrupt politicians, who has the kind of money needed for those kind of things? So you start wondering, do these people really know what they want? You know, in the name of democracy, in the name of fairness, we are tempted to listen to other people's opinion. But you come to realize these people are giving you all manner of opinions. They have no better idea. If you leave the space for them, there's nothing they will do. They just tweet and hide, tweet and hide. Total fools. Now the youth of Kenya have become bloggers for the tribal kingpins. The normal tribal kingpins. Wale wa kawaida tu. Wale wenye wakipewa nafasi watafanya tu kazi kama hiyo tu ya Ruto. There's nothing else they'll do. These people create tribal political parties and say, hey, Wakikuyu tuko na chama, hey, hii sasa ndo chama ya Waluya, hey, hii ndio sasa chama ya Wakisi. These people create tribal political parties. Then they get a few MPs, then use those MPs to register for tender, to negotiate for tenders. Mi utanipatia tender ya SHA, nitengeneze 10 billion. Mi utanipatia tender ya kuimport mafuta into Kenya, nitengeneze 20 billion. Mi nipatie tender ya barabara gani, nitengeneze 15 billion. So those are the people now, these people are blogging for. Notice they are bloggers. At yours, nani is injecting what na anakupima akili. Mtu ametoka serikali juzi ameiba more than 100 billion, anakuja kukupima akili ati anasimama with the people. Kwani wewe ni fala aje? Mtu ametoka tu serikali juzi hata hajamaliza hata Mtu amemaliza labda miaka 2 tu tangu atoke serikali, ama miaka 3 ama miaka 5. You just recently corrupt, just recently. Anakuja kukupima wewe akili, anakuambia ati I stand with the people. Huyo Kasongo ameumiza watu wetu sana. Mimi nitampeleka nyumbani. I will do what nani, na wamekuwa kiba naye jana wamekuwa kiba naye last week. In fact, anakupima mchana, John anaenda anapata. You see, sometimes you blame me for sitting down with these legacy politicians. Oh, wewe tulikuona umekaa na Gachagua. Oh, wewe tulikuona umekaa na opposition. Yes, I sat with them. And that is why I know them. If I never sat with them, ningekuwa pia mimi nawaona kwa TV vile wewe unawaona. But because I sat with them, I know them. I know who can change this country and who can't. Unfortunately, this politics, Sasa sahi, we were to create a very big tribe called the youth, which would have been bigger than any tribe and which would have decided the politics of Kenya. Lakini sahi sasa, along these lines, the tribal lines, the people who have the influence, wale wenye rally zao zinajaa, wale wenye wako na pesa ya kucampaign for president, who have the billions, they are very corrupt. Hata utoe Ruto uwaweke, you are wasting time. Ile siku tutakubali tu, tushikane as young people, as young leaders. Huh? And I used to tell kina Babu Owino and kina Sifuna this thing. But I think because your time they were afraid of offending Raila, unajua umetoka ODM, umekosana na baba na ndiye alikuinua. I used to tell them, if we can form a youth movement in this country, haijalishi mtu anachukua kiti gani. Hata kama sipati kitu, lakini tumeunda a youth movement of all the influential youth hii Kenya. There is nothing that Ruto will win. In fact, we will win all parliamentary seats, presidency and everything. Hakuna kitu Ruto atashinda, na hakuna kitu Gachagua atashinda, na hakuna kitu Mudavadi atashinda, na hakuna kitu yenye ati hao kina Wetangula watashinda. Their politics will be over, and that's why they make sure that we never unite. Kwa sababu ile siku ati tunakaa chini tushikane as young leaders, tuseme hii mambo ya kuambiana sijui nini imeisha. Let's sit down, build a youth movement together. It doesn't matter who runs for which position. We are turning tables in this country. Walai. Kitaeleweka vibaya sana. Sana. Kitakosaje kueleweka, and the youth are 15-16 million voters. Nani atatushinda kwa debe yake akiwa ametumia njia gani? Hata IBC kwe ni mama yake ndio chairman wa IBC. There is nothing they would do. But anyway, that is not how it is.